The US is talking tough on Iran, but behind the scenes, it's making an even bigger move, backing an oil pipeline designed to bypass the Strait of Hormuz. The project in focus is the Kirkuk-Banyas pipeline. Completed in 1952 by the Iraq Petroleum Company, the pipeline connected Iraq's oil fields in Kirkuk to Syria's Mediterranean port of Banyas. With a capacity of 3 lakh barrels per day, it gave Iraq a direct outlet to European markets without relying on Persian Gulf or Strait of Hormuz. For decades, it was one of the region's most important energy corridors, but geopolitics got in the way. Political tensions between Baghdad and Damascus repeatedly disrupted operations. The 2003 US-led invasion of Iraq severely damaged critical energy infrastructure, while years of instability prevented any meaningful restoration. Then the Syrian civil war effectively ended any hopes of reviving the corridor, leaving the pipeline dormant for more than 2 decades. Now, that forgotten piece of infrastructure is back at the center of US strategy. On July 18th, Iraq and Syria signed an agreement to revive the long-defunct pipeline during the US-Iraq Business Summit in Washington, with the backing of the US government marking a major step toward restoring a key regional oil export route, because the latest conflict has once again exposed just how vulnerable the global energy system remains. Nearly 1/5 of the world's oil trade moves through the Strait of Hormuz. For Iraq, however, the consequences have been much more severe. Iraq is among the countries most exposed to any disruption around Hormuz because 95% of its oil exports move through this route. According to energy analytics firm Vortexa, Iraq's seaborne oil exports in May fell to just 8% of last year's average, following disruptions in the region. And for a country where oil sales account for roughly 90% of the government's budget, that's not just an energy problem, it's a fiscal crisis. This is why the pipeline matters so much to Baghdad. It would create a western export corridor through Syria, allowing at least part of Iraq's crude to reach the Mediterranean without relying entirely on Hormuz. On the other side, for Washington, it's quickly becoming a diplomatic priority. On Tuesday, US President Donald Trump hosted Iraqi Prime Minister Ali al-Zaidi at the White House, where he hinted that massive new oil deals with Iraq would be announced soon.
We have tremendous oil partnerships all of a sudden being formed over the last short period of time, and I guess you're going to be announcing them this week or next week, but massive, among the largest.
Rather than relying only on military deterrence in the Gulf, Washington is also investing in alternate energy corridors that reduce the world's exposure to geopolitical flashpoints.
And what we do have is the oil companies are all going in now, and they're doing partnerships with Iraq.
And this isn't just a government-to-government deal. The agreement brings together Iraq's Basra Oil Company, Syria's Syrian Petrol Company, and US-backed international consortium that includes energy giant Chevron and investment firm TI Capital. The consortium will study, finance, and help restore the decades-old pipeline with the backing of the US government. Security remains a challenge across parts of Iraq and Syria. If the project moves ahead as planned, these companies could play a key role in bringing Iraqi crude back to the Mediterranean for the first time in decades. And it could fundamentally alter the way Middle Eastern oil reaches the rest of the world.